Hello there, I'm Alan Stevens, the media coach, and I want to talk to you about Ed Milliband's speech to the Labour Party conference in Liverpool in September 2011. I thought the speech kicked off reasonably well. I think in the speechwriter meeting somebody had written down "do the icebreaker" at the beginning. So he talked about his wife and he talked about his boys, and it was all very nice, but didn't really get into the speech until a few minutes later on. It was a slow start, but eventually he developed three themes in the speech. The theme of new bargain, which he used quite effectively, I think about a dozen times in the speech, and particularly well, using a technique called anaphora towards the end of his speech, where he repeated the same new bargain phrase 5 times in 5 phrases. I thought that worked extremely well. And he also had the predators and producers theme, where he obviously talked about the predators, the people who steal our money, the bankers, and he called out one by name. And the producers, the honest artisans, the manufacturers, the Rolls Royces of this world who are in sad decline, at least many manufacturing industries are. I thought those themes worked quite well. And the third one he mentioned was closed circles, the people with privilege at the top of society, and it was fairly obvious who he was referring to there. I think, like all politicians, he needs to work on his comic timing. He's never going to be a stand-up comedian, and I think where it says in the speech, laugh here, that didn't always come off. There were a couple of nice jibes at Nick Clegg and David Cameron, as you would expect, but didn't really work that well. But overall, I thought it was probably the best speech he's delivered so far as Labour Party leader. He certainly roused the faithful with a sort of ringing phrase that you can't trust the Tories with the NHS, of typical Labour stuff, and he got them on their feet for that. And in fact, it was so effective and got such a long-standing ovation, he had to tell them to sit down again so he could do the last couple of minutes of his speech. So overall, not bad, no serious gaffes, it went very well, and the faithful in the hall enjoyed it, despite the fact there was a break in transmission, which he didn't realise, so it wasn't broadcast on television for a while, but back in the hall they seemed to enjoy it. Overall, I think for Ed Milliband, for his Labour Party leader's speech at the conference in Liverpool 2011, 7 out of 10 from the media coach.